All right, everybody, welcome back. How you doing? We're going to be going through here. We're in August here, so we're going to be doing July's number. We're talking investment properties this time. So this is our investment market report that we're putting out here. Residential single family, we do that at the beginning of the month. So if you're interested in that, go back into the channel, check it out. We got a video on there that's going to talk all about that and give you those updated numbers for July. But we're going to be talking about some multifamily stuff going on here today. And just a couple of notes here, because I have gotten some requests of people reaching out to me a little bit, maybe condos or townhomes out there, some interest. Let me know if you're interested in that. Leave a little bit note in the description below there. I'll be more than happy to do either your own private video. If I get enough people interested in that, then we'll definitely, put out a video out there for some condos and some townhomes and stuff like that. But let me know what your interest is in that, and definitely want to try and get that type of video out there. It's definitely also fix and flips and stuff like that. As you know, I'm an investor. I've been an investor for over 20 years. Been doing some fix and flips, own some rental property as well. Now I've got my real estate license. I've been helping investors help with their portfolio, to grow their portfolio, or work on some fix and flips and stuff like that as well. So I bring that unique knowledge in there that a lot of real estate agents don't have, because they haven't done it. They haven't been in the business actually started the way I actually started out that way and moved in to get my real estate license and to help others out doing that. So again, questions, any of that stuff, reach out, get a hold of me, and would love to have that conversation with you. Right now, some of the things, I know some people are going, well, I'm a fix and flip investor. This isn't really what I'm looking forward but there is some opportunity out here, because, and especially right now, this is one of the things that I'm looking for right now is distressed multifamilies, 2 to 4 units that I can buy, put some money into, and create equity. And then either two things, you can either sell it, or you can turn around and you can fill it and add it to your portfolio and stuff like that. So that's one of the things I'm actually looking to do currently right now at the time of this video. So if you're out there and you've actually got, a multifamily that you're looking to sell, reach out, get a hold of me. I definitely would be interested in taking a look at it and see what I can do. Might be something I'd be interested in purchasing myself. So if not, I can even just kind of give you some pointers, help you out what you might be able to do with it. But anyway, so let's move on here. So we got to get onto the numbers. We're going to be breaking this down here. I'm going to do it by county. We're going to start off with Saratoga County, move over to a couple of the others. And if we're not covering an area that you're in, that you're interested about, again, leave me a quick note or message me. I'll be more than happy to get that information for you out there and get that to you. Even do your own private little video or anything like that. So let's go on here. We're going to share the screen. Here we go. All right. So we got Saratoga County up here right now. Let's take a quick look here. So we're set to the multifamily. So the market type, we're in a seller's market. Not a huge surprise to anybody. We've been in a seller's market for quite a while right now. Something to keep in mind if you're selling. But months of inventory, we're actually down 2.5 months of inventory, and that's dropped about 16% month over month for the year here. List of sold price, we are at 98.8%, and that's actually up. So that means homes are getting closer to what they're listing for. So the list of sold price, when it's below 100 sold, if you list a property, we'll just say 100,000, make it nice and easy. If you're getting 98.8% of the sales price, means you're selling that property for about $98,800. So you're getting that much for it. If it's over 100%, it means you're getting over what you're listing that thing for. So right here, they're almost getting what they're listing it for. They're at 6 days on the market, which is up 20%. Those are medium days. And the sales price is down to $235,000 on the medium sales price. We're going to dig into this a little bit deeper right here, find out more of what we can find out. So we come down here, and what do we got here? We're talking about the median estimated property value. This is over a year period, up 4% in the last month change. So it's jumped up a decent amount. 286,000 is mean estimated value. So let's come down here. We're going to take a quick look at everything. As you can see, Saratoga County, and we've seen this. If you've been following these reports, this has been consistent over the last several months. And you can see we're spanning this out over a year's time right here. But Saratoga County is consistently below not only the state average, because the state average is way up here. The state average is 893. Let's actually move over here and get to July. I'm not going to change that much. 884,000 is the state average. The national average, that's another important thing here. The national average is 395,000. The county average here in Saratoga is 286,000. So, what does that mean? It means it looks like you might be getting some more value for your buck here because we're below the national averages and everything, which means you can pick up properties cheaper in this area in Saratoga County than you can in other parts of not only the state, because we're way below the state average, but nationally as well. So I got investors out there that are maybe looking, you're out of state investors or whatever. You invest nationally. There's a lot of you out there. I know you are. I've spoken with you. If you're looking for an area, this is a great area that you're going to want to consider because you can get more bang for your buck in this area with showing that right there. So now let's go back down here. We got new listings, 13 new listings. We got that's down month over month by 38.1%. A lot of numbers are down here. So the medium list price is down 5.6%. Let's come on over here and see. So medium list price is 339. Well, 340. We'll say that 340,000 right here. Last month it was 360,000. So you can see that drop right there has come down quite a bit, about 20,000. But it's following the trend. It's kind of been up and down. We peaked over here in December, of all times to peak. We hit the low in January. So a lot of people buying for the holidays, apparently. A lot of people sitting still after the holidays and recovering. That sounds familiar. I think we all do that, really. And then it's kind of been up and down a little bit ever since. So we're down at 360 right there. So it's selling right now at a square foot about $177 a square foot is what we're looking at right here, which is actually up month over month. If you can see right there, month over month, almost 20% on that one. And right now there's over 6 million in sales volume out there in Saratoga County. Let's kind of look and see how that is trending over the year. It's down. So we're over 6 million. Last month we had 11 million. So it's dropped down quite a bit. Not a lot. It seems to have actually hit the market here this past month. But that was actually kind of a spike. It bumped up a little bit over there too. So it is still over, about where it is. If you kind of look about the average of where it's been over the last year or so. So that's new listings, active listings. This is the part we like to see. So the medium list price is 550, almost 552,000 is the medium list price for these actives. Now look at this right here. Again, well, that's over. Oh, let's move this over to a year. Take this look. It's up 1.8% for the active listings. As we see right here, it's kind of gone up a little bit. Last month, it was 542. So we've gone up now. It's 552, just under that. So we're up about $10,000 on active listings for the medium list price on that. So square foot, price per square foot or medium per square foot, we're up a little over 18% on that one month over month. And then what do we got? Days on the market is going up too. So it's a little bit over 2 months on days on the market. Okay. The number of properties has dropped down a little bit though. So let's look at the trend on the number of properties over the last year. As you can see, it's come down. Again, it's peaked last year in August of 2022 here with 46. It's kind of come down. We're at a low point right now. We're down to 30. So it's kind of dropped down a little bit right there. But, as a selling standpoint right there, then you're not a lot of competition. The competition is less, so it may not be a terrible time to get it out there. It won't be hidden as much being there. No overall volume of active listings. So this is overall volume of what we got going on here. 17.5 million down from last month. It looks like, so yeah, it was 21.5 million. We're down to 17.5. So it's down about 4 million as far as inventory is going on there. And the medium square foot, this is actually going up. As we see right here, it was 152 in May. June, it was 187. July, it's now 221. So the last couple of months, we've seen the median square foot price going up over that. Come on down. Let's see what it's got. So new and pending. So here's our pendings. Medium price for pendings, we got here almost 450,000. We've got 15 of them going on right now. So this has been up and down, up and down, up and down. So as of right here, it actually seems maybe it's a little bit higher than the average with that 15 right now. It's $180 a square foot for these pendings right here, which is up 63%. That's up quite a bit. Right now, total volume is a little over $6.5 million in the total volume with these pendings right there, the 15 pendings that we got going on. Oh, that was all. Let me switch this over to a year. Okay, let's get a closer look at that. Yep. All right, so it's actually on a high point right here at 15 with the number of properties. It was 15 the month before that. It dropped. It's peaked here in April was 17, but 15, 17, that's still roughly about the same. So we're going over checking that out. Now let's go down here. Let's get this our 1 year. So there are pending listings. We're going to skip that down. So sold listings. Here's what we got for our sold listings. At 235,000 was the median sold price. 13 sold, which is down a little bit. We still got our 98.8%, which is up that we saw on that one. The median sales price is $120 a square foot on the sold listings for July. And here's what we got here for our year graph and how it goes. Again, we spiked right over here in March, dropped down a little bit. It's recovered. It's kind of come back down a little bit here in the month of July, but we'll see what's going on in August when that comes up in a couple of weeks. So going down, months of inventory, as we said before, we're at 2.55 months of inventory. That's dropped down a little bit. We're actually at a low at this point. So there's 16.1% change from last month, and it's a negative 7.6%, 12-month change on that one right there. So it is down right there. So for buyers, the options are not as there as they were. But for sellers, there's less competition, which could cause an increase in the price, depending on how many buyers we got out there. So the median sold price, $239. This is for public records right here. We're going to pass right over that one. So let's kind of come up here. So that's going to be Saratoga County. Let's switch it up. We're going to check out Albany County. Albany County, New York. All right. So again, seller's market, months of inventory. We're still over that 2%. It's dropped down some for this county, but it's still over 2 months of inventory right there. List the sold price right about 100.1%. So we're going to say right at 100%. Average is 10 days on the market. Median sales price is 230,000. Let's see what we got going on down here as far as how we are comparing with the rest of the market here. So last month's change, it's up 1.1%. This is the median estimated property values. So 274,000. 12-month change is up 16.6%. So 16.5% is a 12-month change on that one. So again, this is kind of a trend we see in the capital region as far as our prices, our median price rating and stuff like that. So Albany County is right here. Again, it is below the national average and below the state average, well below the state average. So again, the same thing falls into place here for Albany County, except for Saratoga County. It's a great place to be looking for as far as how far your dollar can go. All right, you can get some good properties here. Rents are solid. There's a good base of people here renting that. It's a good area to take a look at for that reason. So now we're going to come back down here. So these are our new listings. New listings, 1 year down. It's just under 200,000 for the median list price. 63 properties, which is again down, and the median square foot is $89. The total volume over here, we're just under 17 million. We got that right there. And the median living area square footage, 2,200, a little over 2,200 right there. So let's look and see what the median list price has done over time here. So this is over the last year. So we hit the low back in January. We peaked in the month of June at 268,000, and then we had that big drop right here. So it's down to 199, so just under that 200,000. So it took a big drop right there, but we peaked in June. So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out over here in the next month, because it's been up and down, up and down. Is it going to continue that trend going down, or are we going to kind of recover here a little bit? Was it maybe just kind of a slow month in July, but maybe August it picks up a little bit? But let's come down here and check out our active listings. So our active listings, these are what we got going over here in the year. Again, they dropped down a little bit. We had The average or the median list price was about 246 in the month of June. July it came down to 240, or I'm sorry, 225. So it came down about 20,000 on that one, just slightly over. Days on the market is going up. We got 52 days on the market. Number of properties. This one, let's take a look at. Let's see where we're at here. So yeah, we peaked over here in September of last year with 169 properties. Since then, it kind of came down. We recovered a little bit, came down again. Back in June, June was a busy month for rentals or for multifamilies. It seems like here, at least it wasn't a while, because we peaked up and we kind of came back down here in July, down to 119, down from 137 the month before. Total volume, we're at over 43 million of total volume right now for the active listings that we got. Coming down, new pending listings. So we got the medium list price is 225,000 for those. Let's check our graph out for the last year. So again, these are just our new pendings that they've recently pending. It's actually up from the month of June. It was about 220. Here it was 225. So that's kind of gone up a little bit. Number of properties that we got here. Again, that's dropped down a little bit, down about 20% month over month. So it was 72 for the month of June, and now it's 57 for this month. Days on the market dropped as well, down to 13. But the median price per square foot actually went up, so a little over 7% to $104 a square foot right there. Our total volume going on right now with these new pendings is 15.5 million going on there. Pending listings. So we're about 210 for the median list price down those. Number of properties, number of pendings is up 210. So that's up 6.5% month over month, almost the same because it was 210 and it's 209.95. So we're going to call that 210. It's going to be pretty much the same. It stayed flat from month to month there. Days on the market dropped down to 8. We're talking $88 median price per square foot on that one. And here we've got the total sales volume of the pending listings has gone up. We're at over $53 million in that one right now. So come on back down. So here's our solds. Sold are at 230,000 for the median price. Increased by 21.6% for the number of properties here. So you can see June, it was down here. We popped up to July at 45. It was 37 the previous month. Here's our little over 100% for the list of sales price. 10 days on the market, we're selling at $108 a square foot. And right now, a little over $11 million of total volume. So this is all the properties that were sold, those 45 properties that were sold in the month of July. And our months of inventory, as we said earlier, we're at 200, a little over 2 months of inventory. It's gone down by almost 11% from the previous month. And the 12-month change is down 15% on that right there. So there's our Albany County. We're going to hit up Warren County, and we're going to wrap it up with that one. All right, Warren County, here we go. Sellers market, this little triangle seems to be shifting a little bit to the left on that one. But some key details that we want to talk about. July 2023, we've got about a month and a half, a little over a month and a half months of inventory. List of sales price, we're at 91.6%. So getting less than what they're listing for. That's good for buyers out there. There's a little bit of wiggle room with the prices that we're seeing. Days on the market, 105. And the median sold price was $339,000. Coming down here, let's see what we got. All right, so median estimated property values over the last year. This right here, we got $224,000, which has jumped 3.7% from the last month, which is almost, we'll say 5.7% increase, 12-month change from this time last year. And again, this should look familiar, all right? Not much movement in this at all. You've got the top line is the New York State average, national average, and again, right over here, Warren County average below that. Right now, the Warren County average is $224,000. New York State is 884,000 in the state, and then national average is 359,000. So again, it's an area where your dollar can go farther. What we got here? So let's go. New listings, 6 new listings over the past month of July 2023. Median list price is about almost 275,000, going at about $106 a square foot, just under $2 million in total volume going on right here. As far as the number of listings, let's see what this trend is doing. Actually stayed the same. It flatlined. It was up a little bit from May. We peaked over here back in December. Again, we're seeing that peak. So guess what? We had that January dip. It kind of popped up a little bit back here in March. It's looking familiar because we're seeing the same peaks and valleys in the other areas as well. March was a good month. December was a great month right over here. And now it kind of dipped down a little bit, but we are up above the averages for the last couple months here. And the median sales price is up from last month. January, it peaked over here. Let's come down here. Let's see our active listings. So active listings, median price, we got a jump, 24%. 24% jump to almost 260. When the month of June, it was 209 and a half. So pretty decent sized jump right over here. Number of properties, that's 10, which is actually down. So the number of properties down, we see over here again, December we peaked, and it's been kind of steadily going downhill ever since then. Days on the market, 80 days on the market. Median sales price for the active listings that we're looking at right here is $115 a square foot. So what we're looking at, that is up almost 13% month over month. And we're about just over $9.5 million in total volume. So we're looking at here. Coming down, new pending listings, 225,000 is the median list price. There's 9 total of those. That's up 80% month over month. This is what our graph showing right here. So it's a big jump from right here. It was 5, jumped up to 9. So quite a few pendings going on there. Just under $2 million in total volume. Pending and sold. Let's talk about solds here. So July 23, we had the median sold price was $339,000. That was 3 properties. As we said earlier, it's getting just under 92% of listed sales price. But days on the market is up. The median square foot is up to $108. Total volume is 807,000. So that is coming over here. Months of inventory and supply. About a month and a half going on, which is down 40%, over 40% from last month. And it's down 70% with our 12-month change here. As you can see, we were peaking right up over here in this area. So, all right. So those are 3 areas. We did Warren, Saratoga, Albany, those areas. So if you're interested in another area that I didn't cover, reach out, let me know. I'll be more than happy to kind of go over those numbers and send you a video. If we get enough people interested in those areas, I'll add it to it. And we'll cover that in next month's market investors report. But hey, I hope everything's going well. If you got any questions, anything like that, reach out, get a hold of me. Look forward to talking to you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next market report.